Hope you're ready for a Friday Shoes production. Here it is. How to make a Naiku quiz with the given PowerPoints provided by our textbook maker. What do we do first? Well, we got to make our smart slides first. So here's what you do. First off, you got to open up a smart file. So you got your smart file open, and then you got to turn on your picture capture, screen capture. I always click on this so we can actually make slides as we go. These slides are going to represent the PowerPoints and the questions. So however many questions you have, that's how many slides you're going to have. So Naiku, I think we're going to do, just 3 questions for this one. I'm going to do it for 7-7, just to show you how to make a 7-7 quiz on Naiku. All right, so here we are. We have our smartboard open. Now what we want to do is actually go and find some slides to use. And what you need to do is go back to the main page so that we can actually see. And we want to go to the district folder and go to Glencoe Resources, Grade 7, Interactive Classroom is what you're looking for. You click on that, and these are all the PowerPoints here. And you can see on the end here, you see what I'm looking at, that's Chapter 4, Section 8. We want 7-7, but on 7-8, they have a little quiz for did you learn what you were taught on 7-7. So actually, I'm going to go to 7-8 for 7-7. That's something you want to remember. So here I go, click open 7-8. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to modify these slides a little bit. We don't ever save them, but we modify them so that we can use them. And here we are. At the end, you'll see there's this little quiz at the end, and that's the one you want to use. And this is for lesson 7-7. I'm going to blow it up a little bit here so it's big enough. And what I like to do is get rid of some things that we don't need. So I'm just clicking on it, deleting it. I like this to be down here to save some space, so we move it like that. You can move everything around. Now I notice that this is B is the answer, so I like to write that down somewhere. And you can hear me shuffling paper, but I know first question is going to be B. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to use these first 3 here. I've already looked at these, so I'm going to use these first 3. And I noticed 2 is C. I'm writing that down, and 3 is B. So I know which answers are the correct answers. All right, here we are. So I'm back to number 1. Now I got to get rid of this little thing, or else it's going to show up in my picture because I'm about to take a picture of this. So I have to delete that little circle. Now I've got the answers. You can play around with this. I can actually make this bigger if I want to. And now what I want to do is take a picture of it. So I'm just going to click on it, take a picture of it. And there you go. It'll click over to the page. You can kind of see it over there. Now if I could kind of come on back, I'm actually going to do number 2 next. Get on number 2, and I'm actually going to move this down here. I'm going to get rid of that thing. I got to get rid of this little circle. I already have it written down that I know what the answer is. Actually, I'm going to turn this so it actually will fit a little bit better. Just for the heck of it, I'll do it that way. And I'll make it just a little bit bigger. I always write on the kids' Naiku that they can actually click on the picture and it will enlarge. Now I'm going to actually take a picture of this, and it will actually go onto another slide in Smart. There you go. I always click down here just to see if it's actually showing up. And it looks like it is. There, that's good. So now I come back. Let's go to the 3rd one. Do the same thing. Delete. Bring this over here. Now this is after a few times practicing this, so I've gotten this down pretty good. And let's click out of that. I don't need that. And let's just take a picture of it. And here we go. Out of that, let's go and check out all these slides. Now I'm going to put them up into the top right corner and pull down so that it takes up most of the page. And this is number 2. You can see it's just the slides are in order from 1, 2, and 3. And there we go, 1, 2, and 3. All done. Now, what do we do once we make these slides? We go into step 2. What's step 2? We save the smart slides as images. All right, let's go there and do that. If you come on back to these slides, if you're already here, what you want to do is click on File, Export As, and go to Image Files. Click on Image Files and just click OK. it'll put three of these, excuse me, it'll put three of those slides, or the slides that were created right here on the desktop. And you can see those. Now, those are what we're going to actually upload into Naiku. So let me come on back here. And what is the next step after that? Create the Naiku quiz. So here we go. Let's go to the Naiku quiz. Now, I've actually already created the assessment. And what you need to do is go to Actions, and you want to edit that quiz. Of course, you want to enter in a new quiz or a new question into the quiz. So let's do multiple choice. Here it comes up with our first question. And what you want to do is click on or create something that just says question 1 or 2 or however, whatever number you're on. Question number 1. Let's see here. Click on image to enlarge. I always include something like that so the kids know that. These answers are A, B, C, and D. And the attachment, here it comes. Up here, click on attachment. And this is question number 1. And I'm going to attach Untitled number 1. Now this is sitting down on my desktop. And it comes when they actually change to image files, they name them in order. So this is the first one I want. And I'm going to open it. Now, I know later I want to have this, so I don't have to retype it. So I'm actually Control-Cing that. And then I'm going to, let's see here, I have to actually choose the correct answer. And the correct answer for number 1 is B. So I have to click on B. I wrote that down. And now I save it. Now, when I get to this part, I always save the assessment. For some reason, Naiku, sometimes if you hit the back button, you lose everything. So I always hit save. So now you can actually take a look at it. There it is right there. This is what the kids will see if they actually click on it. And there's the answer. Or there's the issue of question 1 being completed. Now, you can step through this same process. And I click edit. I go to multiple choice. I click on this. I hit number 2. I hit attach. I can attach the second one now because this is going to be number 2. There it is. I just did. And then we go A, B, C, and D. And which is the correct answer for number 2? It's going to be C. So we'll click on C. And then I hit save. And you'll see that that does create question number 2. There it is. Then I get, of course, here I have one more to go, so I edit again. Click down here, go to multiple choice, click this in, change that to 3, hit attachment, find, not that one, Untitled 3, that's the picture for number 3. And then, of course, I type in A, B, C, and D, and the answer for number 3 is B. So I will choose B. Save and add to test. Save the assessment. Since I know I'm done here, this is where I actually will preview it. So I'll go to preview, check it out. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. There's number 1. There's number 2. There's number 3. I'd always click on the last one just to see if it's going to actually work with enlargement. Looks good. Like it. So I return to the assessment. This is where I then add to team. So I'll click on add to team, and then of course we can go to the team and see that it actually has been added. Now, that is actually it. If you have any questions, come and see me. And this has been a Friday Shoes production.